Hello, I'm Avery. Welcome to the latest edition of Spotlight On, presented by the students of Birchland Park Middle School TV production program, where we highlight interesting people in our community. In today's Spotlight is Mr. Russ Denver, the president of the Affiliated Chamber of Commerce of Greater Springfield. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Denver.
Thanks for having me today.
So, first of all, exactly what is the Affiliated Chamber of Commerce of Greater Springfield?
It is a business association made up of member companies and organizations. It's about 1,500 members from Springfield and the surrounding communities of Springfield.
So, can you name some of the communities that are part of the Chamber of Commerce?
Sure, Springfield, East Long Meadow, Hamden, Wilbraham, Ludlow, Agawam, and West Springfield. And we have a couple hundred members who belong to us from northern Connecticut as well.
That's interesting. So what do you do as the president of the chamber?
Well, it's a pretty interesting job. Every day there's something different. But we spend a lot of time called lobbying and lobbying on behalf of our member companies. We spend a lot of time in Boston working with our state legislature to try to pass laws that will make it easier for businesses to grow in our region and to prosper so that they can hire employees who then turn around and spend more money in our community.
Okay, so this next question has a few parts, so I'll break it down. How did you get involved with this business or job?
It's a pretty funny story. I was the first town administrator in Long Meadow, and a couple of the members of the Board of Selectmen who I worked with were members of the Chamber of Commerce. And I decided that I wanted to go to law school, and they helped get me into law school. And they said I needed a new job because a lot of the municipal work that you do is at night. And next thing, I get a call from the then president of the Chamber of Commerce saying, I'd like to have you come work for me. So I worked for the Chamber about 4 years in the mid-1980s while I was going to law school. And then I went out and I practiced law in downtown Springfield. But while I was practicing law, I continued to stay involved in the Chamber. And when the president retired, a lot of business people came to me, remembered the good work that I had done, and asked me to become president of the Chamber.
It's always a good thing when people remember the good work you do.
Yeah.
And did you always want to work for an organization like the Chamber of Commerce?
You know, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a history teacher.
Mm.
That was what I initially wanted to do. And then while I was growing up in the early 70s, Watergate, which was a big scandal in Washington, was taking place. And at the time when I was growing up, you were taught to respect public officials and elected officials. And it was then at that time that I knew that I wanted to get involved in government in some time. So I graduated from college with a political science degree, which deals with government. And my first 10 years out of college, I dealt with government. I didn't really know what a Chamber of Commerce was all about at that time.
Okay, now here's the last part of this question. How did working for the Chamber fit into your career plans?
Well, actually, we do a lot of work with government. Like I said, we lobby a lot. We do a lot with zoning, which involves municipal government, so local government. In my law background, I did a lot of practicing with zoning, representing clients in front of municipal boards. So it all kind of came together as one. Businesses that I was representing, my municipal background, and it kind of all evolved into working for the Chamber of Commerce.
You know, can you tell us like some of the projects that the Chamber of Commerce is currently working on?
Right now we're working on a project to develop a 25-year plan on the new businesses that we should bring into the region so that when you are ready to work, that we have enough businesses in our region so that you can go to work for one of those businesses. So we have to study what businesses we currently have and what businesses that we can spin off from those businesses to create job opportunities for all of you and for those, kids who are coming up at a younger age as well, so we can have jobs for them so they can continue to live in our region.
I've noticed that some other areas have a Chamber of Commerce, and I'm wondering, what do they do for the community, and what can they do to affect everyday people or even students here at a school like Birchland Park?
Sure. Besides the plan that we're developing so that you'll have future employment opportunities, we currently work with a lot of businesses to kind of enhance the business environment so that it's less expensive for them to do business locally. So we will do things on real estate taxes for companies. We do a lot of zoning work, so if they want to expand, the type of expansion they want to do for their company, they can do it pretty easily within each community. We spend a lot of time on advocating for federal and state money to do road projects and bridges, because I'll just take Six Flags as an example. I'm sure you like to go to Six Flags.
Yeah, every
Well,
kid does.
the South End Bridge, which goes from Springfield over to Agawam, has had a lot of difficulty. It's been a lot of time being under repair. So we go out and try to find the money to repair the bridges, so it's easier for people to get back and forth to go to Six Flags, which employs a lot of people. So we spend a lot of time trying to find the money for transportation projects in our region.
Okay then. Thank you, Mr. Denver, and thank you for watching Spotlight On. Keep watching for our next edition as we present another interview featuring another interesting person from our community. I'm Avery. Have a great day.